All right, what's up, world? So today we have this awesome date variety. I call it Ajwa. Forgive me if I pronounce the name wrong. This is a Saudi Arabian date variety, and next to it I have a variety called Sukari. But today we're only going to be doing a food review of the Ajwa. Now I have the Sakari out because it's going to help to give you an idea of how magnificent the color is of these Ajwa dates. This isn't a camera error. This is how it actually looks. Very dark black date. So just to show you the difference in color here. Because when I first opened up those Ajwas yesterday, I was like, whoa. I found them in Whole Foods, both of these varieties. So this is the Sukari and this is the Ajwa. You can see an immense difference in those colors there. Immense difference. One is basically a yellow tan color. This one black. Black. No ifs, ands, or buts. That thing is black. When I saw that, because I'm used to Major dates. I've eaten honey, Zahidi, Deglet Nor. I've eaten about 7 or 8 varieties of dates. And yeah, Halawi was another one. And I mean, none of them were this color. When I opened this, that was just so unique to me. Now, the characteristics of this one, the flavors, has hints of caramel, honey, and cinnamon. Now, all dates tend to have a hint of honey flavor in there naturally. But this one specifically is supposed to be caramel, honey, and cinnamon. So cinnamon is unique. The cinnamon notes in this date is unique to this variety here. Some information about it. Just gonna leave this open here. Some information about the Ajwa. So basically, this variety is from Saudi Arabia. You can see product of Saudi Arabia, and something unique about it is it's actually been consumed for drumroll at least 6,000 years. This specific date variety, it hasn't been bred and those crossbreeds have been eaten for that long. No, this variety itself, Ajwa, it's in the Quran. It's noted to have been eaten for since at least 4,000 BC. And we're in the year 2023, so that's 6,000 plus years there, buddy. And I mean, that's according to written history. Who knows? It's probably been eaten before people started writing, but I'm not gonna try to over exaggerate, nor will I under exaggerate. So at least 6,000 years here, y'all. So this is history in the palm of my hand, literally. It's said to be so some things they say about it. It has medicinal properties to it. They say you eat 3 of them. Like Muslims, they might eat 3 of them when they're breaking fast. It's either 3 or 7. It's something like that. Or they eat 3 before a meal, and they eat 7 of them after breaking fast before they start eating solid foods, something like that. But yeah, y'all. So let's do a bricks test of it. A lot of information about this variety online. Just look at that color, man. I mean, this is like yin and yang. So I have my trusty old bricks meter here. It's gonna be my first time measuring a date. So we're gonna see how the meter holds up against reading this. So as I crack it open here, you can see, I mean, not really too appealing there. Just looks like a raisin, I see. So we're just gonna break that off. Press that onto the lens there. And I want to show you guys there's actually a seed contained in each of these dates. And what I do is I actually save all the seeds. So I've eaten over 20 pounds of dates already, and just this year alone. I just started learning about dates this year. I started eating them this year, and I've eaten over 20 pounds already. And I saved the seeds from each one because you can actually plant these and grow a date palm from them. So I can grow some Ajwa dates. Or you can use these for flour. So the larger seeds I'm going to grow my own plants from, and the smaller seeds I'm going to actually use to make seed flour or date seed flour so I can feed to my sourdough starter. It's a good idea, ain't it? And this has a lot of nutrients in it. So just get that measuring there. You can see it's basically like raisin and drum roll. 51.7% bricks. That's as sweet as honey. That's as sweet as honey, y'all. And I'm just removing the pulp from the seed there so I can store it. That's gotta be that's sweeter than a persimmon. I've measured persimmons on here, and persimmon, the highest I measured was about, correct me if I'm wrong, but about 33.5% bricks, which was extremely high. I mean, the liquid inside the persimmon was basically like dripping honey. It didn't have water. It didn't have actual water in it. It was like syrup. So this here doesn't have any type of liquid. The dates are dried, so the sugars are actually concentrated in dates. You can eat them fresh off the palm when there's a little more water in them, but for the most part, these are dried, and that extends the shelf life of the actual fruit there. So instead of wasting this little piece, we're gonna a nice bite of that. And just to make sure, I'm gonna measure another piece of the date that's has a little bit thicker flesh in there. You can see that caramel color in there. Now I've never really eaten cinnamon before, so I don't know how cinnamon's supposed to taste, but this one tastes really good. Not as sweet or too high. Wow, that's the first time I need a honey bricks meter just to measure a date. I'm assuming that H means too high. This is the first time I've ever seen that. I promise. Off the charts. It's off the charts. So I actually took a piece that was a little bit thicker in flesh there, because the sugar isn't in the skin, although the skin is very edible. That's another thing. These things basically melt in your mouth. The skin is very thin, easy to consume. It's not like you're chewing on something fibrous at all. But the flesh here is very thick in sugar. So when I put it on there, it has the measurements of honey basically. So we're just gonna go with that 50%, whatever that was, 51%. And that was already almost capping the limits of this bricks meter here. I'm gonna actually try a part that's a little bit lower in flesh density, because that's very unique to me. Yeah, it's too high. So we got a basic measurement. It's above 50, but this is one of the least sweetest. I say it's about number 3 or 4 on my list. The Majua was very sweet. I'm gonna assume that Majua won't be able to be read on here. Barhi was another very sweet one. The Sukari, I'm gonna save that information of this one for the next video. But that's what we got, y'all. I'm not sure how cinnamon is supposed to taste, but this here tastes very good. Let's get a handful here. See, I have some seeds in there because I'm saving the seeds. Oops. Just to get a good comparison close up. If it wants to focus. There we are. So very different. And all the other day varieties are also different, but they're closer in color to this than they are to this. The Majula is more of a brown color though. So I'm gonna collect some more fruits of those other varieties real soon, because since I started doing these food reviews, I decided, hey, I might as well start reviewing the fruits that I like these dates and whatnot. So that's that, y'all. we can look at the nutritional facts on this one. 2 dates contains 33 grams of carbohydrate, 11% of your daily fiber needs. Just 2 of these dates, and they're very small. 8% sugar. So this one is lower in sugar than other varieties. 10% potassium. Just to give y'all a sneak peek. This one doesn't show yeah, it showed 25% sugar. So that's just a sneak peek. I'm gonna save the information that or the things that I want to say about this one on the next video. All right, so we're not gonna go too into depth of it, but 25% sugar, 12% fiber, and these are also a little larger, so that's probably where that comes from. So I'm gonna assume that this one won't be able to be measured on the bricks meter. Sakari, Ajwa is just at the limit of being able to be measured, but that's that, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace.